Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We are in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, verses 1 through 10. So, after the trial at night, after Judas has led the soldiers and the mob out to the Garden of Gethsemane, after he has betrayed Jesus with a kiss, and called him, Rabbi, after he's watched the trial all night long where they've abused Jesus and mocked him and spit upon him and hit him. After all of this, now Judas has remorse. And he goes to the chief priests and the elders who are busy making their plans, executing their plans, really, to have Jesus executed, to have him crucified by the Romans. That's why they're handing him over to Pilate. Judas can't believe this. He thought it would be one thing if he was put on trial and sort of slapped around by the Jews, but to see that they're going to hand Jesus, this promised Messiah, into the hands of the pagan oppressors is like just a bridge too far for him. It was okay for Judas to turn him over to the chief priests, but not to turn him over to the pagans, even though Jesus had said this was what was going to happen time and again. And it just went in Judas's ear and out the other. He did not hear it. He didn't hear a lot of things from Jesus. And it says that he's seized with remorse, with regret. What is he regretting? Simply that he turned an innocent man in? Is he regretting that it's gone too far and that it's not just the Jews, but it's going to be the Romans? Or is he filled with remorse over his sin? He goes to the chief priests and the elders and he says, I have sinned because I betrayed innocent blood. Wow, this is a huge statement. The centurion is going to make this statement at the foot of the cross. I think perhaps even some of the Pharisees know that this is true. But here it is on the lips of the one who betrayed Jesus. And so if Jesus is innocent, it means that Judas is guilty, right? And, the chief priests, being the priests of the law, they say, well, you need to work on this. We're not going to absolve you. We don't have the power to absolve you. We're teachers of the law. And so you need to take care of this yourself. Then they throw it right back on him, which is what the law does to us all the time. The law says you need to deal with your sin. You need to fix it. So Judas throws the blood money on the floor and he goes out and hangs himself. And this really is tragic, because he didn't hear the words of grace that Jesus said time and again. And while he had remorse for his sin, right? He had regret for his sin. He didn't confess his sin to the Lord. He didn't ask for forgiveness from the Lord. He didn't rely upon God for redemption. He's looking only to what he can do. And because he's left with nothing that he can do on his own, he's self-destructive. He destroys himself. And this really is an indication of the world. The world hates Jesus, knows that Jesus isn't guilty of anything, but still hates him, rejects him, betrays him, time and again, mocks him and turns him over to be destroyed, and yet has no solution for its own sin, for its own debauchery and brokenness, and is self-destructive. And so the chief priests take the money, they buy a potter's field to bury the indigent, right? The folks don't have any money, fulfilling Jeremiah's prophecy. Hey, thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.